So I have to say a special thank you, as Marco did, to everyone working in and around the MeeGo effort. It's been a challenging time for that team as well, and yet look at the quality of work that's being done. Now, one of the big questions we get is, yeah, so you're launching this device, but we know you're transitioning to Windows Phone. What's the point? What is the point? Well, the point is this. There is a whole collection of innovation available in the N9 that is going to live on. So, for example, Marco talked about the work in and around Qt and the development of Qt applications. And as we already said yesterday, Qt lives on and actually strengthens because of its engagement in the next billion. So that's really good. Innovation in that device lives on. Another example is the user interface and user experience. Well, we're not saying precisely what device or when or how, but the user experience you see here is something that will live on as well. A third example of innovation that will live on is the beautiful industrial design. So now I am going to just ask everybody to put away your cameras, turn off all of the recording devices. I'm serious because I'm going to share something with you that it's a big debate. Should we show this in front of what will be thousands of people around the world? Because this is something that is super confidential and we do not want to see out in the blogosphere, wherever it is. But we think it's important for all of you to understand how this innovation lives on and how well we as a company are today executing. Let me show you another new device from Nokia. Put it up here on the camera. That's showing up. Okay, no pictures, please. So what is it? You sort of look at that and say, well, that's what Marco just showed us. Beautiful design, Gorilla Glass. What was that, the pillow-shaped backing of the device? Look at that. Carl Zeiss 8-megapixel camera. But for those of you who are particularly sharp-eyed, you'll notice that there's one extra button on the top. So you know it's not the same device. So the question, of course, is what is it? Well, what this is a product that's codenamed C-Ray. And it is Nokia's first Windows Phone device. So you know what? It is hard right now, but you are getting stuff done. You saw it with N9, it's happening here. This is a functioning Windows Phone device. I could take you through and show you all of the capabilities and so forth, but I actually have someone here who's quite a bit better at demonstrating something like this. So please join me in welcoming Jukka Kiiskinen, who's going to give you a demonstration of Nokia's Windows Phone.
Thank you, Stephen, and hello, everyone. I've seen that many of you have been using the Windows device already and getting familiar on how it works, how it is designed, what kind of cool live tiles and the hubs it has. So can I ask that how many of you have been using so far the Windows 7 based device? Okay, quite many. Good. So in our first Windows device, C-Ray, as Stephen said, we will have the new release of this Windows 7 phone called Mango. It has 500 new features and the capabilities that we will introduce together with the C-Ray. And I will now show you a couple of these things, what you really can do with the Nokia C-Ray running the Mango OS from Microsoft. So here you can see the first UI. If I should say something really short about this and how it is, I would say that it's extremely people-centric device, people-centric smartphone, and how this Mango operating system works. And I think that this is the perfect match with our Nokia brand promise as well of the connecting people. That we have really smart and easy communication offer. And also many other things. But let me start showing you what does it mean in practice and how it works. And let's start from my favorite part, the People Hub. It's all about the people. People are the ones that matters most and are the most important. advanced features there that, okay, you take the picture, for example, you take a look at the picture, and actually it has also this kind of face recognition. I can type that, okay, they are my kids, and whoever they would be, that I can type the name. So it's recognizing the faces and many functionalities built in the device. Also, the only device is running the Xbox. It's not only about the playing the games with the Nokia Sirei and with this one, but it's offering the full experience on the playing the games and all the social aspects of gaming there. For example, I created yesterday my avatar for my Xbox. I put the same hairstyle, I took the same shirt I have, the same jeans, and I can make the guy jumping here when I'm pressing and the dancing. And so now you know my Xbox name there, so we can pick up friends there on these games and everything what we do there. Extremely funny, extremely funny. This shouldn't be a surprise to anyone, but the Office works very well in these products, the Nokia Sirei. So that you can see that, yes, you can do all the notes, Excel, PowerPoint, Word. You can create, you can edit the documents, you can do actually almost everything there with the Nokia Sirei. Only limitation is then the, like an Excel sheet with the screen size there, that's what you're doing. But everything this is possible. And as you can see from here, the SkyDrive, you can store your documents and get those to your device, and you have always your things with you wherever you are. What else we have? For example, the calendar. This is a good example also with this people aspect here, that actually when I have the Facebook events, for example, they come also visible in my calendar, just differently color-coded there. But I can see that, okay, these are the birthdays in a calendar, get the Facebook events, and also the other things. And it works really clever way there. Applications. This is quite important thing there, and of course, the marketplace is the place to get the application. But let me show you one example, like the British Airways application that they are introducing for the Windows this year. So that in this application, you can see that, okay, I have booked the flight for London tomorrow. I can see that, okay, I have this booking in place. I can see all the details of my reservation, reservation and also the flight info, my details, my frequent flyer information, and many more things. So it's really the advanced application, and I show you how it works in a second, a better way. But these applications that, today, especially our competitors, is like the millions of applications already there. But in this Windows-based Sirei product, these applications are part of these hubs. For example, when you are in a camera and the picture hub, you can there to download this kind of photography-related applications there. Or if you are in some other hub, like in a Xbox, you can download the games. So there's like a logical grouping for the application, make it more relevant and convenient for the consumer. But now you can see, like this application, tomorrow is my flight, so I need to check in. I got the pop-up notification from the BA that, okay, I have to now check in for the flight. I get my flight details, yes, but then the next thing is there that, okay, I want to check that where is the seat. I can book the seat with this application. What I can do is then that I can browse through the seat map in the plane. I can see that, okay, there is the free seat. I choose that one. And it shows that, okay, like a flight through the plane, that where is my place. And actually, this is the great thing for the developers with the Sirei and this one, because the Microsoft is offering all these developer tools that they are offering also to game developers. So that same assets and the tools can be used for creating the applications, so that all this can be done. Okay, now I took the last row, but let's go back. I tell you the secret, it's my birthday tomorrow, so I upgrade myself to the business class. And because it's the company flight, I hope that the company pays the expenses as well. So and then I say my reservation. So booked myself to the business class, and then what I can do there is that I got the ticket. They can, at the airport, they can read directly the ticket, my flight ticket there, and okay, I can even do this one, that I now pin my flight ticket on the home screen here, and you can see that actually the ticket is here. And this works even to offline. So when I go to the airport, I don't even have to have the connectivity in place, because I just show this one and I can get to the plane. How many of you think that the great smartphone must have a great browser? Exactly. And the great thing is there that C-Ray with this latest Internet Explorer 9 brings really a great browser. It's exactly the same browser as you have on a PC. And what does it mean? That whatever website there is, that you can be sure that this website is displayed exactly as it was made and get the full capabilities and the functionalities of this page. And because it's the HTML5 capable browser and supporting that one, you can even go there and take a look at, okay, I opened the video from here. It's the HTML5 based video, and it's played in a browser here. And here we go. No flash and things. Just really the full page exactly as it is. And then maybe one of the last things. I was just remembering there that I think it was the Nokia 7650 10 years ago, the first smartphone that was introduced. But if I'm right, there was some multitasking in that device 10 years ago. And I tell you the secret, the C-Ray has also the multitasking, so that we are used to, and you can jump smoothly between the applications. The last thing I want to tell you there is that when we start shipping the C-Ray to the consumers, we will have there the Nokia applications. We will have the Nokia Maps Drive application for true navigation. We will have the pre-installed application for consumers that they can smoothly transfer all the contacts to new Windows based device there. The most likely the many users will be the ex-Nokia users there. And a couple of more applications. And then there will be an opportunity for the local people also then to install the locally relevant applications on this UI. But I hope that you enjoyed this short demonstration on the Nokia C-Ray and now running the Windows Mango there. Thanks.
Thank you. Do you get the sense that things are moving forward? We're making some progress, we're delivering devices, we're exciting consumers. So let me just do a quick summary, first of all, about what we've just described in terms of our progress just in the last 48 hours. We've talked about news around Symbian. We've introduced dual SIM products. We've talked about the future of Qt. We've launched the N9. We're ending some of the consultations here in Finland. We've announced services leadership. We've signed the Accenture deal. And by the way, we showed you our first Windows Phone device. And by the way, that's just the first one. I have other devices completely different from that are already working as well. We're making tremendous progress. So in all of this, I know a question we get quite often is, so what are our priorities? What should we be working about? What should we be thinking about? And the reality is, in an organization of this size and complexity, there's a tremendous range of priorities and things that are important. So what I've tried to do is think a little bit about the categories or the groupings of priorities that we should all be caring about today. And basically, there's 4 things that come to mind. The first is immediately, right now, the criticality of sustaining our business. That's the operative word, sustain. For example, out in the field organization, in the markets organization, we are at war, fighting every single day in every single store to make sure that the Nokia products are proudly displayed. At the same time, we're competing with Android and Apple. Despite all of the churn and ambiguity and everything, we're out there battling every single day. And we need help from many, many people who need to recognize that selling that device today, getting that program launched, getting whatever it is done to sustain our business today is critically important. Because when things go wrong on that front, it hurts and it takes us off the pace. We saw that a few weeks ago where we had some problems, particularly in China. We've got to sustain, we've got to go through this and have that base of support. So sustaining what we're doing is the first priority. The second is we have to keep charging hard on the transition. Recognize we still have many consultation programs still in force. We have to work through those. We have site changes that we're dealing with. We have new teams being formed. We have recruiting going on in various places to rebuild teams and so forth as we've changed locations. We have new processes we're implementing. In the sales force, we're implementing local empowerment, and the list goes on and on. So this period of transition, of the need to move through these changes rapidly, all fall into this category of focusing on the transition. Let's get through these changes so all we're doing is executing as we go forward. So sustain, transition. Number 3, deliver and launch. We have so much to deliver and launch in the weeks and months ahead. It's staggering. And of course, that's what we need to do. That's what drives the excitement. That's what drives the results. So in smart devices, Symbian Anna, the N9 launching by the end of the year. The first Windows Phone devices, getting those out there. Those are the types of deliver and launch activities that have to happen within smart devices. In mobile phones, it's very much about Sonic. It's about full touch activity that's going on. It's about the work we have to do around Series 40 to ensure it continues to help us in the future. It's the Clipper program and the underlying Mel2Me software effort, delivering on those programs. Deliver and launch, deliver and launch. The services group, the now location and commerce organization. We have a tremendous amount of work to do to deliver differentiation to Windows Phone and to our mobile phones platforms. So a lot of deliver, a lot of launch that we've got to do there. But I'll tell you this, it's not just on the backs of the product teams and the business units or on the services business, not at all. It's on all of us, because to launch those products, whether it's making sure the stores are ready, the channel is primed, the operators are ready out in the markets organization, it's communications, it's marketing, it's customer care, it's the whole company. So the amount of delivery and launch we have in the year ahead is staggering, but that is our ticket to success. We've got to get through that successfully. So, sustain, transition, deliver and launch, and then number 4, we have to continue to change how we work. I've talked about this a lot, changing how we work. It's really, really important to think about the new attitudes that we've described, the importance of accountability, urgency and perseverance, empathy, curiosity. There's a lot of information available on the website, on the internet. You'll see us continue to talk about this. And you know what? You all know I get lots and lots of email from all of you, and I love that. I really do. And there's all these examples popping up of, hey, we just did something differently. We really approached this differently. We applied some of the new attitudes and it was great. Equally, I get emails that say, you know what, this is totally screwed up over here and we're not behaving the way we should, we need help. And that's okay too. Recognize the importance of these attitudes. It's really, really important to shift how it is that we're actually operating. So that falls into a really important category for us. Now, it's also the case that we've talked a lot about the environment that we want to create. An environment where there are open dialogues, where we're challenging each other, where it's really okay to give us the bad news. The pain we suffered a few weeks ago about the earnings release would not have happened if the people in this company had shared the bad news earlier. It was completely avoidable. And yet people were afraid to talk about the issues. Talk to your manager, talk to HR, talk to me, talk to someone. Help us solve the problems. It's really important. Now, all of this, of course, leads to results. At the end of the day, the answer to our stock price or how you feel or any of those things will be directly related to results. In the short term, results are very much about removing ambiguity and moving the strategy forward. But ultimately, results are about maybe 4 things. Most importantly, we will have succeeded if all of you are inspired. If you see what you saw on the screen today and you say, you know what, this is pretty good. This is what excites me. This is what inspires me. This is what gets me up in the morning. If you're inspired, then we will be delivering results. If you are inspired, we will deliver great products. You saw it a little bit through Marco, the whole MeeGo team, the people now working on Windows Phone. They're proud of what they're doing. That dual SIM, I mean, it's like, okay, we're a bit late to the market with dual SIM, but ours is a heck of a lot better than anything that's out there on the market. We're proud of that. Inspired people deliver great products. If we are delivering great products, the consumers will be delighted. That is the third measure of real results out there. Are those consumers delighted by what they see? And I wish that every one of you could have been in Singapore yesterday, because as one person social casted earlier today, they were drooling on the glass of the stand where the N9 was being shown off. I want more drool. I mean, we want that. We have to delight customers. We have to do that. And of course, if all of that is happening, if you're inspired to deliver great products which are delighting our consumers, what happens? The numbers will take care of themselves. The stock price will take care of itself. All of that is an outcome. It's not what you focus on. It's focus on those other things. So it is indeed the beginning of a new season at Nokia. It feels that way when you see these things. Difficult at the same time because it still affects people and so forth, but it is the beginning of a new season. And what you should be feeling is that the capabilities of the mighty Nokia are shifting around, and people are now saying, wow, look at that, there's another. And they're going to keep seeing that over and over and over again. And of course, ultimately, as I think about this, there's a few competitors of ours in California that we would very much like to notice this as well. Because we know something about California here in Finland, and we're just going to mention that with a bit of music called Hollywood Hills from a Finnish group. Have a great summer. I look forward to seeing many of you at the event this evening. To the other side.